Welcome back, everyone. We are in the Soda City Live kitchen with health and wellness coach Savannah Tokunaga, who is getting ready to release a plant-based cookbook. We always have conversations, Savannah, about vegan food and just some of the misconceptions around it. But as we have learned that you can have fun eating vegan food and you can have fun cooking it as well. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely, Savannah. Congratulations on everything that you've been doing to move yourself into a healthy lifestyle and today educate our viewers on how they can do the same.
Yes.
So before we jump into this amazing food that you brought here today, I want to know more about you. Who is Savannah? How did you get into the vegan lifestyle and what was your motivation behind making that transition?
Okay, so I feel like I got into veganism like 2 years ago. It was more to like heal my body, and then I realized it worked for me. It's really not for everybody. I feel like there's this stigma around vegans that they want everybody to be vegan, but that's not the case for me. And I go to integrative nutrition school. It's called IIN in New York, and the one thing that we learn is each of us are bio-individual. So what works for me might not work for you, but I do enjoy cooking vegan because it's a creative way to get my creative out and just make new dishes and stuff.
When you transitioned to a vegan diet 2 years ago, and you're fully vegan now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What are some of the changes that you started noticing within yourself, whether it just be even emotional or physical?
I feel like emotional, physical, mental, everything. Physical, I had really bad stomach problems, and I was very swollen all the time. And as soon as I started taking my health serious, I feel like I lost a lot of weight. I had more energy. My stomach problems went away. It was just a lot better for me. And emotionally and mentally, I just saw things a lot clearer. And it might have just been because I was eating really bad before, but
what is really bad? What would you say?
Just for me, it was just like eating takeout more than once or twice a week and just eating mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, like not having a sense of wanting to be healthier. And I feel like I went to more of an extent to understand where I could fall into that category, you know, like falling in the middle. But for me, I had to experience the other side to really figure out where I was going to be on that spectrum.
And I'm happy you shared that because someone else listening may be experiencing that same thing and they just need to know, well, if she can do it, I can try it too, even if they're scared. One of the things that we were talking about before the break is how you have found and mastered how to make these vegan dishes and make them taste good, even if they're culture-based as well. So tell us what you brought with you today.
Okay, so I brought jerk mushrooms, like the jerk chicken. A lot of mushrooms can imitate meat if you season them the right way.
Wow.
And yeah, so oyster mushrooms are good for like fried chicken, but I'm using portobello mushrooms, and I marinated these overnight with jerk seasoning, and it's like a Caribbean dish because I feel like that was one of my favorites. And then I have fried plantains, sauteed spinach, and this is a vegan mac and cheese.
Ooh, and so, so tell us, once you marinate the mushrooms, what do you do next? Because it smells so good, by the way.
Yes, and so I marinated with the jerk season and then vegan Worcestershire and a little bit of liquid smoke, and then I just cook it with these peppers, onions. Mushrooms don't take long to cook.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the time or what's the texture that you want to get the mushrooms?
5 to 10 minutes, just like kind of like a meat texture, you know? So that's another thing. I feel like vegan meals, they're time consuming to plan out, but like cooking wise, they really don't take that long because you're not like cooking the meat and stuff. You know?
It's more efficient. And then I know sometimes people turn to fast food and maybe different meats because they just feel like it's faster. But this is convenient as well if you have a busy lifestyle.
Yes, it's convenient for sure. You just have to plan it out. But even just cooking plant-based meals like every once in a while is still fun. Even if you're not.
Even if you don't fully transition.
Even if you're not fully transition, just have an open mind about all different kind of foods.
That's really good. We have some pictures of some other dishes that you've made. Tell us what we're looking at.
Okay, that is actually a tzatziki plate with chickpeas. Chickpeas are good for protein, cauliflower, and this is ramen with those are gnocchi mushrooms, really good for ramen. It's going fast. Sushi bowl, I love sushi bowls. They're easy, healthy. That's vegan chili. You can use lentils for your protein. And jackfruit is a good meat substitute. That is pineapple,
That looks good.
fried rice. It's really good. Barrera tacos, I use jackfruit instead of the meat. It has like a pulled pork texture. If you can imitate the meat really
And
well.
I was surprised to learn that about jackfruit, but you can do so much with it,
you
right?
can, yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
so our mushrooms have been sauteing,
Yeah.
and they've had the peppers and the onions. How do you plate this and make it all, and put a pretty bow on top of it?
Okay, I'll just probably move these over here and probably put some peppers on here.
Okay, and then you have plantains as well, right?
Yeah, plantains. I'm just gonna use this now.
Yeah. And is that spinach?
That's sauteed spinach.
Sauteed spinach. What do
yes.
you season your spinach with?
I usually do like minced garlic and oil, salt, pepper. Not too much. I like it simple. But
Yeah, a little seasoned to taste.
yeah.
And then your macaroni and cheese, your vegan macaroni and cheese. It
Yes.
looks like regular macaroni and
It's
cheese
so
to
good.
me.
Yeah, it's good. It's I use cashews for the cheese and make a homemade cheese sauce. And then I use cashews, nutritional yeast, vegan butter. I'll throw a little vegan cheese on top to melt it.
Yeah.
Breadcrumbs. I'm sure paprika, garlic, a lot of different spices to kind of give it that, because cashews are bland. So,
Yeah, to kind of step up the flavor. And so
Yeah.
you can learn how to make these recipes plus more. You can get your jerk mushrooms, your great homemade mac and cheese, along with some of those other dishes that we saw in your new cookbook. Tell us the details about that.
Yeah, so my cookbook, I'll be having it out in July, and you can find it on my Instagram, Health as Well 333, and it will have over 100 vegan recipes, juices, smoothies, healthy recipes, unhealthy recipes, like anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can still have fun. There's so much to explore. And I want you to bring that plate over so we can show the final
Okay.
product of it, the final result.
Okay.
It looks good. I can't wait to taste it too. I know it's going to taste good. That's why I'm going to
And
put it
this
right
is the
here.
mac and cheese.
And that is the mac and cheese. It looks good.
Yes,
Good job,
thank
Savannah. That
you.
looks amazing. I would have
Thank
never
you.
known that that was vegan. Look at that,
yeah,
guys.
learn something new.
Yes, well, thank you so much for coming on the show. We wish you much success with the release of your cookbook, and we can't
Thank
wait
you
to have
so
you back
much.
on Soda
Thank
City
you.
Live. Come back this summer so we can try to make
Okay,
one of
when it
those
comes out.
recipes.
Yeah,
that'll
for
be
sure.
great. We cannot
Okay.
wait to see it. We're going to take a quick break. Much more fun on the other side.
Okay.